people walking around with money against the anti-money laundering laws that we have in the country. And we see monies being given out against, again, the electoral code of conduct of the country. What that is criminal. It's an illegality because
it's unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional. Yet it continues to happen. Where is IEBC? Where is police?
No, where is also EACC?
Where is EACC?
You know, all those institutions. We
institutionalized corruption that it's okay?
And also the police, you know, because the principle of our electoral system are very clear that every election must be free of violence, free of intimidation. But what you have seen in Ol Kalou is to the contrary. You have seen people being attacked. You have seen vehicles being stoned. You have seen violence being meted against people. If you go to the principles of our national security system, and under Article 240, the National Security Council is chaired by none other than the President. Okay, the Minister for the CS Interior sits in it. It says that the police ought to be neutral. When we are doing our politics, the police are supposed to be neutral. That's why the Constitution says in Article 245 that the Inspector General shall exercise independent command of the police force, so that the minister does not bring his affiliation to a certain political party to interfere. But as you rightly put it, everything has been violated in Ol Kalou. The Constitution, the Electoral Code, the Elections Act, Ethics and Corruption Act, okay? And nobody has done anything. It could even have been of some consolation if we had even received a statement and a report telling us that we have gathered this evidence, we are trying to tie loose ends, and that action will be taken. If you leave it that way, my dear countrymen, where will this country be in August 2027? Will we have a country? I mean, will President Ruto say, I'm a proud president of a country called Kenya, if we let this country go the way it's going in Ol Kalou, where you must carry, everything from mattresses to gas to money just to win one parliamentary seat. Whereas in the days I went to school, I never had a president telling me that he's the one who has given me money to get the loan I got to go to university. You remember we used to pass, you get a letter at the post office, you report to university, and you are given a loan by the government. And nobody will talk about it, but the system was working. The system was working. I saw by elections when I was young, a young person, under President Kenyatta and President Moi. I never saw what I'm seeing now. It's like we are retrogressing. We are becoming more primitive instead of being civilized. If you read international news, you will see elections happening in the UK, in the US. Do you see this nonsense? You don't see it. There's a way we should conduct ourselves as a civilized country. We cannot behave in such a primitive way and expect it to become Singapore. How? You will not reach there.
That is coming at the backdrop of